Very weird.
T3 Media.
Through the media.
Okay, welcome back to another episode of We Got Your Mail right here on T3 Medias. I'm your host, Chris Fagan, and with me, as always, is the one and only Amy Newman. Amy, how are you?
Never better, Chris. Thanks for having me.
Are you ready to do another episode of We Got Your Mail?
I'm born ready. I thought I had something more clever. Let's open some mail, shall we?
I was about to
Let
say.
someone else talk for a while.
I was about to say, where are we going with this? I was born ready. Was that a question? Was that the first question? Probably the first question. All right, let's get into what is the first official question of the day.
From Too Illogical Nikki, discussing Chadwick Boseman's passing, said, before his death, we thought he was a great actor. Knowing what he was dealing with while acting shows that he was better than anyone suspected.
Agreed. Nikki, she's a dear friend of mine, known her for many years. We were having a discussion on, I believe, was that on Twitter? I think that was on a Twitter. I think it was a tweet that she sent out. Agreed. Knowing that he was going through what he was going through while he's still putting together, great work and powering forward, it says a lot about him. And it blows me away. I heard recently one of his co-stars in was the Five Bloods. I forgot his name. One of the gentlemen said that when he saw Chadwick on set, his wife was like, "What was Chadwick Boseman like?" He's like, "He seems a little like I don't know what the word he used, maybe soft or something like that." Because it's like between scenes, he had a masseuse coming in and like little things he was noticing. Like it was talking about how maybe that Black Panther money was probably going to his head. It seemed like he was real like Hollywood. I think precious was the word he used. And then after the news came of his passing, he was in another interview. He was like, "I'm so sorry." If he apologized for not knowing. I mean, Which is cool and whatnot. I feel like there's nothing to it. You didn't know, but he's like he's always punishing himself a little bit on it. Yeah. But he's like, now looking back, now it makes sense, and now it means that for the pain that I've heard people who have had family that's gone through that, going through chemo and whatnot, and what he must have been going through, it's like, oh man, not too many people could have done it. What about you? What do you think about how Chadwick powered through that all the way to the end?
I mean, it's pretty unbelievable. It's especially in this industry, it's so hard to actually, and with social media and with the world we're in right now, it feels like it is so hard to actually control your own narrative of your career and your success, and especially at that level of fame. And I just have nothing but respect for how he really just chose to handle that situation, how he wanted to, how he did continue to be just phenomenal. I mean, obviously, I love him in the Marvel stuff, but we just watched Get On Up this weekend, and he, like, the fact that he didn't at least get an Oscar nomination for that performance as James Brown is criminal. It's such a good performance. And yeah, I mean, that's impressive enough. And then knowing what someone's going through, what they're dealing with, that he continued to be so charitable, so kind, so gracious, and again, just really handled it how he chose to. I have nothing but respect, and seems like no one else does either.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Well said. I'll take on the next one for you. So from Facebook, Josh Brown on same topic here. I think they should use CGI, have him die in battle, and then it's revealed Erik Killmonger got snapped back, reformed. Michael B. Jordan is the Black Panther again. Now, if Killmonger, I'm sure that's mom. That tweet that probably came from my mom, who was the biggest Killmonger fan of all time. No, Josh Brown, if I'm not mistaken, Josh is a old high school classmate of mine from Willow Ridge. Dude, Well, since we go way back all the way to class of '99, I'm just gonna be frank. That's not gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen. The snap. If we're talking about the snap, the Thanos snap, and the Killmonger we get back is a nice reformed Killmonger. Okay, let's say that happens, and he's nice. He never tried to take over Wakanda. It was the other Killmonger that did it. I'm the snapped guy. All my evil got snapped away. Okay, what about everybody who witnessed him murder and watched him kill a bunch of Wakandans and take over? You think they're gonna be like, oh, he's the Killmonger we wanted? Like, no. I don't think people are gonna let that go. It just wouldn't work as a plot device. It would just raise too much hell. As much as I love Michael B. Jordan, and if there was any logical way for the character Killmonger to take over, I'd go for it. But there's just no way. That's how I see it. What about you? Am I crazy? CGI?
Yeah, I mean, I think they're gonna have to tread so lightly. I think they're gonna know it's one of those, whatever you do, someone's going to be unhappy with it. Someone's going to like their idea better. Someone's going to think it's disrespectful. It's too soon. Or, I mean, we've seen even just in the fan discussions that have happened with us posting this stuff. And I'm seeing really smart arguments to of course the correct move would be to use someone already, use Shuri, use Killmonger. And I'm like, that makes sense. And someone else going, why deny people T'Challa? Why not give another black actor a chance to really step up and be a star and make this money? And it's like, damn, it is a little bit of a no-win situation. Yeah. So yeah, I think anything that feels a little off the wall is probably going to be an instant veto.
Yeah.
Of just,
it's because it's
they're going to have to tread so lightly to make the most number of people comfortable and happy and feel like the situation was respected and honored and done with the best of intentions. So probably not. But I like that we're trying to figure it out.
I feel like we're at a round table and like Josh gives his idea and I'm just that jerk coworker, like, let's put a pin on that and we'll come back to it. That's the kiss of death. You're never coming back to that. I feel like that guy. I'm that jerk at work that's always messing up somebody else's chance of a promotion because I'm undermining them in front of the CEO. That's just how
I will say, just a transition there. We also have AJ Jones saying, as heartbreaking as it is, just recast T'Challa because the character is too important to the future of the MCU. Shuri can take up the mantle in Black Panther 3.
Yeah.
Which I feel like is starting to look more and more like the thing people might be. And I feel like you've referenced and, a bit of like, we need a little more T'Challa. We can't just
stop right now. Yeah. And Joy scared the hell out of me. There was a report on the news, on Twitter and whatnot, saying that Disney made a statement that they're not going to. And I was like, that cannot be real. I found what she was looking at. It's just other outlets really trying to do this whole we got this covered.com kind of a thing where they just put out just the only word I can come up with is fake news for clickbait stuff, just to do it. Never, if it's on we got this covered, it's probably BS. They're probably right 1% of the time, and 99% of the time they're just doing it just to get you to click on it.
When an announcement is made, it will be huge news. It'll be on Deadline.
It'll be
on
everywhere.
In the LA Times and the New York Times.
Exactly.
You will know Disney has enough power and enough control of their press that I don't think anything's going to leak.
Right. Everything that I saw that was talking about it was just leading to just a channel is the size of or a blog the size of ours, if not smaller. It's just, I mean, I could do the same. I could write a quick article right now, and it might even get picked up, Deadline or whatever. People might actually talk about it like crazy. But I'm not gonna lie just like that. It's that, to me, that's disrespectful to.
But what if? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, but what if? Like, hey, but Disney. 100% saying we're out of respect, out of Chadwick Boseman, we're not going to. Here's the bottom line. And now I'm going to talk about the darker side of business. I just don't see a $1 billion franchise, a company, a CEO going out of respect out of this actor who we can't do business with anymore because unfortunately he passed away. We're going to let that dictate the potential, money or whatever that the company is going to. Now, just to sound like a dick and whatnot. That's what some guy out there who's sitting behind a desk, probably got a cigar in his hand and making all these decisions is probably honestly thinking with all that money on the table.
Yeah. You're not wrong. It's cynical, but it's also,
but it's reality.
I think they know even on a slightly less cynical, but in the same vein, it's like people are going to be angry. People are going to be hurt, feeling like, how important this character was for kids and how could we not have this character in our canon anymore, any new products, like, they're gonna
figure out a way to keep it going. There's so much story that the T'Challa character can tell and inspire more young black boys in the future. Just like with Captain Marvel and Wonder Woman inspiring girls. There's so much out there, and Chadwick himself probably wouldn't want it to end. So I
got the feeling Disney was planning on that franchise to help carry a lot of this next generation. Now that you don't have some of your characters, some of your bigger flagship superheroes, you don't have those actors returning, or you've gotten rid of those characters.
Right. Yeah. True enough.
I don't think they're going to rewrite or rethink all of that.
Okay. What do we have after that? What's the next?
In our discussion of actors who just play themselves, Warlord 1981 NL says, "Man, how did you not mention Morgan Freeman here?"
Because he's amazing, and just because it's Morgan Freeman and that voice is so unique and whatnot, do I feel like it's the same character? Not in the same way as like those other actors that were mentioned.
There is like a weird, I feel like people, it's like, no, there's like, and it's all like a sliding scale of there's like transformative actors who you like don't recognize role to role. Yeah. And there's actors who literally just show up and play themselves. And then there's a whole lot of gray area.
Yeah, there's actors.
Yeah, no, Morgan Freeman, he's always super recognizable as Morgan Freeman. But I'm not like, oh, he's just doing Morgan.
Exactly. There's a difference between, like you said, actors who just show up and play themselves, and actors who are just so unique and that voice is so familiar, and like almost like Denzel Washington almost.
No, if Morgan Freeman showed up in a movie and was like, "Hey guys," in glasses and like a wig, you'd be like, why would you hire Morgan Freeman to do this?
Which is why I was shocked that Samuel L. Jackson got so many votes, because in the Kingsman, in that movie where he played did you ever see the Kingsman movie?
Yeah, no, I forgot about that one.
That lisp that he had and the way he spoke, he came up with that. That wasn't in the script. On day one when he started talking and they had to stop. They were like, what is that you're doing? He's like, this is what I heard in my head when I read the script. And they were like, okay, go with it. That wasn't Samuel L. Jackson. That he created a character that.
I don't know. I think there's also a degree of like, I could argue Morgan Freeman belongs on this list, but it's not a bad thing. Yeah. And I think that's part of it too. I think people get super like, oh, you're like bad mouthing these actors. It's like, no, if I was Morgan Freeman, I'd just be Morgan Freeman. Like,
you might as well put James Earl Jones on that list then, because it's not that they're playing more. He's not like Morgan Freeman's playing more. It's that it's like I said, his voice is so unique. No matter, even if Morgan Freeman was trying to do a funny voice, which I've heard Morgan Freeman do impressions of other people, you can still hear Morgan Freeman in there. It's so iconic. That's all you feel. Like you're like, Morgan Freeman, please read my text to me just so I can record it and put it on my phone. Read something to me. We just love the way he talks. So I see what you're saying, but no, I don't. It's
not an invalid choice, but
he's in our hearts. He's not on this list. All right, what do we have next?
We have YangThePolarBear said, I literally just found your channel 20 minutes ago. Absolutely love your content. Keep it up. Thank you.
Hey, outstanding. I think that's the highlight of the day right there. I should make a little jingle.
We just gotta throw in a nice one for us.
A little graphic comes on, like a little leprechaun just throws some coins and all right.
Thanks for being nice. It's been a rough year.
It's been a rough one. 2020. Say something nice. All right. Thanks a lot, Yang the Polar Bear. All right. What we got next?
And then we have, to me, Masoom758 says, Erin from The Office, you look just like her.
And then he's got the monocle smiley face. I'm like, oh yeah, all right.
Yes.
Erin. Wait, was Erin? Was that Erin from the?
Ellie Pepper
from what's it from that Netflix show?
Unbreakable Kimmy
from Unbreakable
Schmidt.
Kimmy Schmidt. Yes. Oh yeah.
And like Bridesmaids. No, she's delightful. I will take that. I will also
Wait, was
add
she
it
in
to
Bridesmaids?
if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see I periodically update a little photo montage of everyone I get told I look like on YouTube comments and just post it for me.
Where can people find you on Instagram in case they didn't know?
Thank you so much for asking, Chris. I'm on Instagram at amy.n.newman.
Any chance to plug the Instagram? I gotta take it because I have her say it so much over and over again. So anytime I can get a chance to put that in there, I always gotta do it. I'll do the next one for you if you don't mind. What's it? Kyle Mccaskill says, have Black Panther die and come back in a new body. You that's an idea.
You want to put a pin in that one, Chris? I feel you wanting to.
I'm not gonna sweat it out anymore. I'm just gonna. That's an idea. What was that I said? At the round table? Let's put a pin in that, and we'll come back to it.
I mean, they're gonna have to figure out some version of that, but they're just gonna have to find the version of it that feels the least like God.
Okay, here's if I'm Kevin Feige or I gotta, you know what? Just as much as Kevin Feige is in charge of it, the director of Black Panther. Why am I forgetting his name?
Ryan Coogler.
Ryan Coogler. I feel like Ryan Coogler would probably say something like, "That's exactly what recasting is. Like that you just technically just campaigned for recasting. That's almost exactly what a recasting is. It's a new actor. That new actor is a new body." I'm thinking, guys, that maybe this is not what they're gonna do. Maybe the rumors are true. Maybe they are gonna end it with Black Panther moving forward. Just not have him in the MCU. I feel like that would be a shame. But I feel like recasting is the fast. Michael Keaton played Batman twice, and then we had Val Kilmer. It sucked. Everybody was upset, but that movie still made a lot of money. We went forward. Then we had another new Batman. Then another new Batman. It became a thing. I'm not saying that I want 5 different T'Challas in every movie, but if they recast and if it's decent, if they do a good job, it doesn't even have to be a great job, just a good job, our brains will adjust. And this is what I said in my 5 reasons why John David Washington should take the role. This is whether it's him or anybody. The second the next MCU movie comes out, they're going to do at the end of that movie, they're going to say, in loving memory of Chadwick Boseman. And the second you, the film fan, the Marvel guy, the second you see that, all the feels are going to start rushing in. And then if they do another Black Panther movie, if they do Black Panther 2 and it's recast, they're going to do it again in loving memory of Chad. And then the feelings are going to come. Then you're going to think to yourself, probably going to say to yourself, I'm glad they decided to keep it going. And I'm glad they did that honorable thing for Chad. It's going to make you, right now we're just a little, it's still fresh. It still hurts.
Yeah.
But
I do think I really feel like that is the biggest thing. However Disney can pull this off, that it feels like it was really done with, how can we make the best Black Panther movie? How can we honor what this character represents? This, Chadwick Boseman's legacy as this character. And it feels like they're making choices and doing things from an artistic place of honoring all that. Yeah. They're going to be fine.
It'll be fine.
The second they do something that feels like money grab, of like, well, of course we want more merch, even though that's part of it.
That's always
even
part
though
of
it'd
it.
be naive to say that's not factoring into what decision they're making. But if they can manage to not make people feel like that's why they're doing it, they're going to be fine.
Yeah, I agree. 100% agree with that. All right. What's the next question that comes, or comment that comes in?
Oh boy. In response to my reaction to Bill Burr's gold digging horrors, Neuron55 says, it seems like you're still inhibited by your feminist beliefs. Try to leave that echo chamber of thoughts for a while and listen to this again. I'm not trying to put you down, even though it might seem so. Just trying to spread the word of being open-minded in all aspects. I just feel like when men try to talk to me about feminism, I just feel like that Princess Bride, like you keep using that word, and I don't think it means what you think.
I don't think this means what you think it means.
I don't think, like, try to stop thinking of yourself as an equal human to men, and maybe that'll help you out. Like,
because that's what feminism really
like,
means.
If you want to have a discussion about, how I respond to Bill Burr's comedy, how I feel, what throws up my walls, I don't know if I'm comfortable laughing at that. I'm here to have that conversation. If you tell me me being a feminist is the issue.
I mean, and I appreciate him saying, if I hope this isn't coming off as mean, but
it does.
Here's the reality. And just like in like the workspace, they always say it's not how you meant, it's how the other person takes it. You can think that this joke or that comment or whatever isn't rude or this or that, but if the other person is offended by it, that's their feelings. But
I'm not offended. No, I just look at something like that and go, all right, well, you don't know what feminism means.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
You're going to hide behind a feminism bad wall. Mm-hmm. Like that's your base argument. Then I don't know how to have this conversation with you.
Yeah. So if the whole, so this is what I could out of it. Like just like you said, he's giving you a suggestion to remove his definition of feminism, not yours, his.
Not the literal definition of feminism, for that matter. But
so yeah, if you
am I a dictionary? I don't know. So, I'm just a girl.
So because I get what you think you're suggesting. Yeah. But no, this at the end of the day, that's what we said when we started doing these Bill Burr reactions. My reaction is my reaction. That's what you're clicking on to see. Because there's a whole bunch of different reactions out there that you'll probably align yourself with and that you will love. Yeah. And you can watch those channels. Maybe my reaction or maybe Amy's reaction isn't your cup of tea. You won't know until you find out. But at
the end of the day, thank you for your input. Yeah. I respectfully disagree.
Yeah, I just feel like telling a person
what the word feminism actually means.
To me, it's like telling a person how to laugh. Like your laugh should be more like ha ha instead of hee hee. It's just weird. No, this is mine. It's mine. Leave me alone. All right, then the last one that came in, I'll take it on. It came to me. Was it wraytion or wraytion? If I'm saying that right. You need to do more research before discussing. Look up names before you start your show. And this was because when I was talking about Superman as a example of what I was giving, I was fumbling over the name Brandon Routh. I couldn't think of Brandon Routh because I remember saying I'm thinking of the Smallville Tom Welling, but I know that's not who I'm really thinking. It was Brandon Routh. You're right. I'm very bad with names, and I can see the person in my head, and I'm always having a senior moment with the name 9 times out of 10. Should I do the research beforehand? Probably so. Here's the thing that happened with me. If you can just give me a sliver of slack this time, forgive me this time, because I didn't know I was going to talk about that character in the moment, and it just popped up in my head at the moment. So trust me, it's not the first time that senior moment happened. It will not be the last time, because my brain will go into hey, speaking about that, I'm thinking, no, this wasn't in the notes, but I want to talk about this movie. Yeah. And then, what was that guy's name? That's going to happen to me. Sorry.
Yeah. I am going to teach you how to just really sneak. Just half the time if I'm like, I'm like Googling what I'm actually trying to think of. So
It's like, I'm Googling something totally different right now. Just
I just use I'm on my laptop. So if my
Right.
camera's doing this, it's because I'm like trying to
trying to save me
name?
from
Was in that movie?
from I'm always so vague. What was the name of that guy who was in that film that did that thing that happened last
And then
year?
you look at me like, help me, Amy, and I'm like Googling, like, I don't know what he's talking about.
That's going to be the number one hit on this channel. Help
My
me, Amy, help.
clouding my ability to think of a man's
Yeah.
name.
I'm like using telekinesis, like trying to use my telepathic or mind reading powers, like through my eyes, like, you know what I'm talking about, and you're like not getting it.
I gotta go.
Like-
No, but yeah, fair. I think we try to do research when we can. We try to do the sneaky Google when we can, and occasionally you just talk yourself into a corner and realize you're not going to have the thing you meant to say.
Yeah, wraytion, it's gonna happen. It's especially gonna happen to me. Trust me, more than anybody, it's gonna happen. So I'm sorry, dude, if I turned you off that episode because I couldn't remember Brandon Routh. Out of the million times I knew Brandon Routh, but when I'm on the spot and I didn't know I was gonna talk about him, that's what happened there. But I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. I'll do better.
We'll do better
try.
next time, probably.
Better next
Maybe.
time. No promises. But I'm not going to promise you anything, but I guarantee it. So that's it, guys. That was the questions that we collected. We're getting a lot more. Dude, the community is like really impressive lately. I'm so thrilled. I can't wait until we're going into live stream, guys. When we take the show live and try to incorporate more live streaming stuff, we're gonna have like the live chats, super chats, and things like that you can.
We're gonna be best friends.
Yeah, or just
be like summer camp part 2. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna make every single one of you a friendship bracelet.
Yeah,
I'll call after this summer, but I won't.
Yeah. I mean, I'm the biggest ghoster. when that one and done is through, I'm gonna make it more of an intimate thing with you
We're
guys.
gonna be best friends.
Yeah, we'll be more intimate in future episodes. I mean, imagine a we got your mail and then you see your names popping up and then right there live on the in the moment, right in real time. That's what we're gonna try to incorporate in the show in the future on. So keep a lookout on that, guys. When we're ready to do those live chats, we won't just be displaying your questions out there in real time. We are gonna hopefully be discussing it with our community and I guess in chat rooms and things like that. That's what we're looking forward to in the future. So because I like these kind of conversations, and I would be thrilled if in real time, like when I have certain live streams. When our audience interacts with us on the spot live.
Tell us we were thinking of Brandon Routh in real time.
Unless it's about Brandon Routh, then you guys are screwed. But look out for that, guys, in the future. We're big things are coming, guys, and with your help and with your support to the channel, it's gonna be amazing. So that's the show, guys. Thank you for like you said, thank you for your questions and communicating with us, your thoughts, your feelings, your suggestions, whether it's on what Hollywood should be doing or what we on this channel should be doing, making this show more or less feminine. I'm gonna go with more because I just like to go there and or just
feminine or feminist,
a little from column A, a little from column B.
I love it.
If you like it, I love it. So yeah, keep them coming, guys. Keep those suggestions. If you want to at T3 Medias, and like I said, on Facebook, on Instagram, TikTok, or whatever it is, Twitter, or right here in the comment section here on YouTube, just let us know and we will get into it. There's a big We Got Your Vote coming real soon. And I can't wait to do that episode. And it's going to be a reveal of what's been going on in the YouTube communities section. Check out the community section. There's some We Got Your Vote stuff up there. So keep voting. It's still up there. Send in your votes on that little section. So keep an eye out on that. You guys are like I said, you guys are killing it and crushing it with your feedback and your votes and whatnot. So yeah, the YouTube community, man, you guys are awesome. If you want to reach us directly, you can reach me, Chris Fagan 1980 at Twitter and Instagram. And once again, I found a way to just to put on this button and have her repeat it for the umpteenth time. Where can they find you if they want to on Instagram or on Twitter?
Come find me posting pictures of people you said I looked like at amy.n.newman on Instagram. And come watch me write not particularly good jokes at amy_n_Newman. Help me feel like I'm not just screaming into the void.
I'm telling you, I think of every time I work with you, I feel like that song should be playing in the background by Whitney Houston. I'm every woman. I'm telling you, man, that's how amazing it is.
I'm every woman?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Yeah. There we go.
I'm loving Bill Burr's comedy enough, but
I'm not gonna lie, I was a little nervous. I didn't know if when you said I'm every woman, like that was like your least favorite song in the world. I thought I'm
every woman. Honestly, I just panicked because it felt like a lot of responsibility. Like, oh no, Chris, I can barely handle being one woman.
Man, I'm just saying now. I'm just gonna awkwardly just have a full screen, just you by yourself. Don't put it on me. A lot of women to be. All right. I'm sorry, guys. I love teasing her. It's fun. But that's it. That's the show, guys. Until next time, have a happy and keep the questions coming.
So many women to be.
If you like what you saw, make sure to subscribe to the channel and please drop a like on this video. It really does help us. Also, don't forget you can turn on notifications so you don't miss a single review, react, why is that trending, or we got your mail.